What's going on, guys? It is your boy Casual coming to you guys with another unboxing. Currently we are taking a look at the TUF Gaming X570 Plus Wi-Fi built-in motherboard, and this is basically going to be the base of my PC build. I wanted to find a motherboard that had Wi-Fi built in so that I won't have to connect any Ethernet in my room. And yeah, so we're just going to get straight into it because this is a pretty basic video. We're just going to be talking about the base of the PC build. So this is the TUF Gaming X570 Plus with Wi-Fi. It's got Aurora Sync. So basically you'll have slight RGB like on the motherboard itself that we'll see once we get into the box. So this is going to be the front of the box with your basic branding. We're going to turn it to the left side. Got branding over here, right side, same thing. You got a few things on the top. I think it's just a bunch of different Englishes. So we're not going to be needing to look at that. And then here's the back. Here's basically where everything we're going to need to talk about is displayed. So again, this is the X570 Plus Wi-Fi for the third time. Some of the main features of this card is going to be the X570 chipset, which gives us things like PCI Express 4.0. It has HDMI, AMD Crossfire support, and of course the Ryzen 3000 desktop ready. Again, it has Aurora Sync. Here we have the TUF Gaming Alliance, the PCIe Gen 4 support, and of course your Turbo LAN Wi-Fi. Alright, so that's just some of the basic stuff on the back of the box. Now let's go ahead and get inside the box. Open this up here. And here's your motherboard itself. Right here you're going to have some of your cables. If I'm not mistaken, I've watched a few videos unboxing this. So this is going to be where your Wi-Fi antenna is located, so I can plug that up to the back of the PC once everything is inside the case. Here's going to be your motherboard itself. Go ahead and take it out. I'm gonna put the motherboard aside for a second, and we're gonna take a look at a few more things inside the box. Just make sure it comes with everything it's supposed to. So you're going to have your certificate of reliability here. You're going to have your TUF Gaming user guide. Bless you, baby. You're going to have I think this is like to basically update your drivers. We're not going to be needing that because we're just going to go to their website and update it through that. So I guess this is for people who are off the grid and they don't really have access to the internet. Here's some coupons. Of course, you know they gotta throw that in. Shameless plug. Here are gonna be some SATA cables, and then here's gonna be your I/O shield, and here are gonna be your M.2 screws. So those are really small, so I want to definitely keep up with those. But I have a SSD, a WD Blue SSD that I'm going to be plugging into the motherboard, and this is how I'm going to be setting it up, because I have to put it on the standoffs, and then I have to put the screw on top of it that way. So we're going to get the box out the way and bring the motherboard back over. Alright. Here's the motherboard. I'm gonna go ahead and slide that off. And this is a pretty beefy motherboard, surprisingly. Like I wasn't expecting it to be this heavy. I wasn't expecting anything that came in from Amazon to be as heavy as it is, but yeah, it's pretty quality stuff, so I'm happy with that. And I don't think I have anything to worry about on the quality aspect of things. I would hope not, because I spent enough on most of this stuff. So here's gonna be your heat sinks. So you're gonna have dual heat sinks up here. You're gonna have mainly in the middle. You're gonna have your CPU port, and then you're gonna have your connectors for like a Wraith Prism that comes with, like, my 2700X came with a Wraith Prism, and basically you connect it here. But I'm gonna take those standoffs off to connect it to my NZXT Kraken X53 IO cooler, liquid cooler, and that way I can put the brackets on, because I'm not gonna be able to put the brackets on with these in the way. Here's gonna be the plugins for your RAM sticks. So I'm gonna be using the second and the fourth RAM stick because that basically that gives the most power to the RAM sticks that you'll be using. I'll be using 32 gigabytes of RAM because that'll help me a lot when it comes to video editing, because the more RAM, the faster your computer runs. Here's going to be the plug-in for your graphics card right here. So that's where I'm going to be plugging in my 1660 Ti. Shameless plug, I did a video recently on my 1660 Ti, so if you haven't seen that, go back on my channel. It shouldn't be that many videos back, it should be like 2 or 3 videos. Take a look at that if you're interested in graphics cards. It's just a plain unboxing just like this one, but I would definitely appreciate the support and appreciate a like and a comment. So here's going to be your audio here. That's where everything's going to be housed down there. If I'm not mistaken, you got your USB cables here, or if I'm not mistaken, those are called SATA cables. I apologize if I'm not too familiar with the terminology, but I'm still pretty new to this stuff. You're going to have your 8 and 4 pin connector up here. So this is going to power your motherboard. I think that I'm going to be using both 8 and 4 pin connectors, but I'm not too sure yet. I'm still going to do a little bit of research before I put everything together. Here's going to be some RGB plugins. If I'm not mistaken, those are for your fans, I think. So those are where we're going to plug those in. And you have another, I think this is a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is a 22 pin connector, so I'm not sure what that's going to be for, but if we take a look at the motherboard like this, your color scheme is kind of typical of what you expect to see from a TUF gaming motherboard. It's primarily black, but it also has gray and orange accents. I'm not too sure if many people are going to like the gray and orange accents if they are trying to go for like a sleeker build and like they want different colors, because I mean these are the colors on your motherboard, so they're going to stay there. There's not much you can do. You have your AM4 socket. It supports 2nd generation and 3rd generation processors for your CPU. Here you have another heatsink, which houses another M.2 plugin for, I guess, like you could plug in like another SSD there. I'm not going to be needing another one of those. I have a 500 gigabyte SSD, so I may upgrade to 2 terabyte, but I'll have to see, or 1 terabyte. So, and here's the main plug for my SSD that I'm going to be plugging in here. And these are where you house the standoffs, and then you put those in. On the bottom right here, we have another cooler with an active fan, and that'll definitely just help keep everything in this range area pretty cool. Right down here to your bottom right, I was not mistaken, these are going to be your 4 SATA cables, and then you have another 4 SATA cables over here. And then again, you have your audio, your high quality audio here. Now we're going to go to the back of the motherboard and we're going to take a look at some of the ports that we have. So we're going to have your USB ports. So it looks like you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 USB ports. You have your audio ports here. You have your Ethernet port, your display, your HDMI. You have your antenna Wi-Fi here. And then you also, all the way over here, have a Type-C, so that'll definitely come in handy if I want to get like a Type-C plug-in for my SSDs, and that will make transferring files a little bit faster. And then here you have your legacy PS2 port for like any older generation mouses that you want to use. If you don't want to like upgrade to a newer mouse and you want to stick to your old one, you do have the option to plug it in there. Now, one of the negatives of this is it does not have a built-in IO shield here, which would definitely come in handy, because as you can see, all these ports are a little bit exposed, which I don't like, but it does come with an IO shield inside of the box, and that you just put on to your case. I have an NZXT case, and it's gonna go ahead and clip on perfectly to that, so it's not a big deal, but it definitely would help if they just built it into the motherboard. Alright, so my final thoughts for this motherboard is, again, the negatives are you don't have an IO shield on the back. All those ports are kind of exposed. You're kind of going to have to stick to the color scheme of the TUF Gaming branding. But other than that, I mean, it's mostly positives. You have plenty of SATA cables for anything that you need to plug in. All your other plugs are pretty accessible. You have your 8 and 4 pin power connectors, your conventional stuff like your CPU plug-in, your GPU plug-in, so your RAM plug-in. So it's pretty simple motherboard. I think it's gonna go great in my build. I think it's gonna be perfect for everything I need it for. And that built-in Wi-Fi is definitely gonna help out a lot if you don't have any Ethernet plugins in your room, or if you're in a room where you don't have anything. And you don't wanna like run a plug from one room to the next because that's just tacky. So just get built-in Wi-Fi, pay the extra money. But yeah, in closing, I think this would be a great motherboard for anyone who's just starting out and they want to get a starting build. The X570 Plus, definitely check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I definitely turn on post notifications because I will be posting to this channel a lot more often, and I would appreciate the support on this journey I'm going on. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.